Hello and welcome to today's December 21st daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. On this channel, I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C., the U.S. economy, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, the December giveaway to help 20 people with $250 cash each for Christmas or bills or whatever you want has ended. The winners will be contacted via the email they used to enter the contest. You'll know that it's me because I will never ask you for your banking information, and I will contact you via email, not in the comments section, not on Facebook, only through the email you used, and I will never ask for your banking information. I look forward to doing more giveaways in the very near future, thanks to amazing video sponsors. So if you like being kept in the loop on what's going on in the world and like having a easy, free way to enter to win extra money, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd also like to thank today's video sponsor, Peddle, and I will tell you how to use them to improve your financial life and your credit. Okay, it appears Democrats are willing to go to war with Senator Joe Manchin for failing to vote the direction the party wants to go. Many articles are quoting Democrat leaders saying they plan to up the pressure against Senator Manchin, or they will no longer be nice and it's time to play hardball. One Democrat election specialist said Biden's got to grab him by the lapels and say, "This ends now." However, some are worried Manchin will switch parties and become an independent. I've mentioned this before, but several Republican lawmakers have made comments such as, "We'd welcome Joe Manchin into the Republican Party warmly." Senator Schumer took an opportunity to make a jab at Joe Manchin in front of all Democrats in a letter that he wrote to his party. He said, "Senators should be aware that the Senate will, in fact, consider the Build Back Better Act very early in the new year so that every member of this body has the opportunity to make their position known on the Senate floor, not just on television." Now, I'll tell you more about what's going on in D.C., how the Democrats plan to up the pressure on Joe Biden, and also about a possible new stimulus package mentioned by Senator Wyden after I take a minute to tell you about today's video sponsor. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Peddle. The Peddle 2 card is a new way for members of my YouTube community to get access to credit while improving their credit score. Many people have never had a credit card, or they have past credit mistakes that has made them unable to get a new credit card. The Peddle 2 card allows you to see if you qualify, not just based on your FICO score, but your banking history may be used to instantly create a cash score, a measure of your credit worthiness based on income, spending, and savings. I remember a time in my life when I was rejected for a credit card for not having enough established credit. The Peddle 2 card will help you establish credit, while the Peddle app helps you track spending and make on-time payments. Also, you get 1% back on eligible purchases and 1.5% back on eligible purchases after 12 on-time monthly payments. You're already spending money each month. Why not get cash back on your purchases? The Peddle 2 card limit ranges from $300 up to $10,000 based on credit worthiness, which can help you keep your credit utilization low, a key component to building credit. As of today, the Peddle 2 variable APR ranges from 12.99% to 26.99%. So go to peddlecard.com/Stephen to find out more and get started today. You can even see if you're pre-approved without impacting your credit score. Peddle 2 card is issued by WebBank member FDIC. All right, now let's get back to today's news update. Now, from what I'm reading, Democrat leadership is planning to take the biggest parts of the stimulus package apart and publicly start calling Manchin out on them individually whenever they do media interviews. For example, AOC said she plans to ask Manchin why he is opposed to helping single mothers with daycare costs. Bernie Sanders said he plans to publicly ask and point out why Manchin opposes drug negotiation for people on Medicare. Another plans to call out, why is he standing in the way of child tax credit monthly checks? AOC said the kid gloves are coming off, and they plan to go on a full media attack of Senator Joe Manchin. Bernie Sanders says Joe Manchin doesn't understand his voters. Sanders says that he's willing to pay for a poll to be done in West Virginia to ask residents if they like getting the programs the Build Back Better bill offers. Senator John Cornyn of Texas said Democrats are going to pressure Joe Manchin right out of their party. He said he's already spoken with and texted Manchin that they'd love to have him as a Republican. If that happened, Democrats would lose their majority vote in the Senate immediately. So there's a lot of drama and infighting going on in Washington, D.C. right now. However, Senator Patrick Leahy said this bill is not dead. There is a lot that he and Joe Manchin support, and he believes the American people support. So it's just a matter of finding a path forward. Now, Senator Wyden, who sits on the Senate Finance Committee, said that he wants to do something completely different. He plans to introduce a new bill that covers the majority points of the Build Back Better bill and focus on helping the people more. Wyden said the smaller bill will accomplish what they have promised families and would be paid for and would go out the full 10 years. He said his bill will allow most of Biden's best agenda items to move forward. Now, Wyden did not elaborate on which programs would help families the most in his package, but said it would be family-focused and people-focused. So that could mean more social safety net program spending or less money going to the green energy section of the Build Back Better bill. Or it could mean keeping the SALT tax deductions in order to fund the social safety net programs he plans to propose. Now, I apologize for not having a definitive plan to share with you, but that's because Senator Ron Wyden hasn't released one. But just today, he said that he has a possible path forward with more programs that help people. And so I wanted to bring that to your attention. I'm going to be paying close attention to what Senator Wyden says so that I can bring that information to you each and every day. Vice President Kamala Harris asked in an interview last night that the American people trust the White House, that they trust President Biden, and that they trust her. She said, look how much we've already done. She then said, we didn't see the Delta coming. I think most scientists did not, upon whose advice and direction we have relied, didn't see Delta coming. We didn't see Omicron coming. And that's the nature of what this awful virus has been, which, as it turns out, has mutations and variants. So they said they didn't see this coming, but also to trust them at the same time to move forward for the country. The Department of Justice is asking courts to enforce vaccine mandates on healthcare workers. This measure has previously been blocked 5 times, but if taken up, it could advance to the Supreme Court, just like the other Biden vaccine mandate is now going to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will be hearing the case for the federal government's authority to force vaccines on citizens. That will likely take place in the month of January. However, many large and well-known companies aren't waiting for that rule to be made law. They are dropping the testing option Biden promised would be a part of the mandate and require a jab in order to keep your job. So basically, they're now saying we're not waiting for the court and we're dropping part of Biden's promise. And now you either get the shot or you lose your job immediately. Medical costs could skyrocket in 2022 and beyond. Many nurses don't want to receive the shot, so they have stepped down to become traveling nurses. Most traveling nurses are not required to be vaccinated because there is such a staffing shortage nationwide. These traveling nurses are being paid as high as 3 times their normal wages. straining many medical facilities' budgets and requiring them to up the price of medical care. Senator Kyrsten Sinema has been very quiet lately. Perhaps she is letting Joe Manchin shoulder most of the media heat and party pressure. However, she came out and said that Democrat colleagues have been asking her to vote to abolish the filibuster rules. Sinema said she will not vote to abolish the filibuster. She said the filibuster was put into place to protect the country from repeated radical reversal in federal policy. Now, she didn't give any examples of radical reversal, but essentially expressed she felt a bill should have a larger than majority vote, and some of the other party should have some buy-in to a bill before it becomes law. Former President Donald Trump announced he will hold a press conference at Mar-a-Lago, or is it Mar-a-Lago? Mar-a-Lago on January 6th to discuss what happened on that day at the Capitol 1 year from that date. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also plans to hold a prayerful vigil on that day. Speaking of Nancy Pelosi is getting a lot of pushback from her own party for suggesting last week that it is okay for members of Congress to participate in the stock market while receiving insider information. Democrat Representative Abigail Spanberger tweeted, "No, it cannot be a perk of the job for members to trade on access to information." Democrat Representative Dean Phillips, one of the wealthiest members of Congress, also said he disagrees with Pelosi and called it insider trading. Democrat Representative Andy Kim said, "Americans are losing trust in government, and we need to show we serve the people, not our personal or political self-interest." AOC said there is no reason members of Congress should hold and trade individual stocks when we write major policy and have access to sensitive information. There are many ways members can invest without creating actual or appeared conflicts of interest, like thrift savings plans or index funds. Many Republicans also mentioned Congress should only be able to buy indexes that collectively invest in the total stock market or within blind trusts managed by third parties. Speaking of the stock market, it's mostly green today and bouncing back to previous drop levels. So the market is starting to recover now. So hopefully you see that in the stocks that you own. Bitcoin and Ethereum crypto took a nosedive, but within the last 24 hours, they are also starting to head back up. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I really appreciate it, and I just love bringing you guys the news. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. I'm very interested to see what Senator Ron Wyden proposes. He's saying that he can get the whole thing covered financially, that he can do it for 10 years, and that he will make the bill more about families and the American people. So again, I wish I had more details on what that is, but it is promising, and I will definitely come on to keep you guys in the loop on what's really going on. Now, remember, I'll be doing more giveaways here in the very near future after the holidays. If you guys enjoy being kept in the loop and having an easy and fun way to win some extra money, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I enjoy giving that money away. And I just want to thank all of the video sponsors that helped Casey and I give away almost $100,000 in the year 2021. Now, before you go, make sure to check out that pedal card. Having good credit is so important. Bad credit can cost you thousands or tens of thousands, or in the case of real estate, hundreds of thousands of dollars by having bad credit, and they want to help you get access to credit while improving your credit. So make sure to check out that link below. Hey, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you being in my community, and I will see you on the next video.